Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We got another great one lined up for you today. Another huge celebrity jumps into crypto. Don't think it's a little thing, because that's 2.9 million people following this person who now know about crypto. Texas now legally recognizes crypto, and that's a big step for that state. Hey, SEC, you got some splaining to do. There's a new motion from Ripple, which we covered this morning, but we'll touch it again. Regulatory misconduct from Forbes. I think we're on to something. Binance hits another roadblock, and this time it's in Singapore. SEC Gary Gensler is going after way more than Ripple and XRP. We've talked about it a lot on this channel, and now it's a reality. What about a settlement for XRP and Ripple? Hey, what about XRP price? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove, and everything that we're talking about here today. 2.291 trillion cryptocurrency market cap. We're up 1.67%. And by the way, almost about 20 billion or so, give or take, it just in the last few hours added into the market. Bitcoin sitting well above 50,900 plus. Ethereum almost at 4,000 this morning. Cardano at $2.99. I just want to push it there. Yeah, let's see $3 plus for Cardano. XRP at $1.28, and we're up 11.28%. It was 14% this morning, so things are holding nicely. We will see a technical analyst opinion, and we heard from CoinsKid this morning. If you haven't, things are looking bullish to him, and we'll keep an eye on it. Let's look at the price range right now at 127.38 on Fiat Link. The low end of the price range is at 124.17. The upper end is at 128.66. We will keep an eye on that. This is a reminder that 30 minutes from now, Ripple is going to be available again on linkto.com. LINQTO.com. Private investing made simple. You just click that button very quickly, get verified, and then if you are a verified accredited investor, you can have access to all of these incredible products. Don't forget about Linkto themselves or Uphold. And like I said, Kraken's on the board. Ripple in another 30 minutes will be up there, and it sells out so quickly. So if you want to get accredited, do that. And if you are, you better get ready, because it's about to roll out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Reese Witherspoon, famous actress, just bought my first ETH. Let's do this, crypto Twitter. Well, welcome to the party, Reese. We're glad to have you. And your 2.9 million followers on Twitter who just found out that there's such a thing called ETH. Let us not forget, we are the 1% that know what crypto is. And this kind of awareness goes back to what we saw from Busta Rhymes, who even was getting into crypto, and many other celebrities that we've been watching. And this has been a domino effect, and millions of followers that follow these people are now getting hip to crypto as well. Looking right here, there's more trouble for Binance. Binance must stop offering services regulated in Singapore after potential breach of local payment rules. You know, this has just been one stick in the spokes after another, and over the handlebars they go. Binance US, which is not Binance, right, said there was a projection for a 2024 IPO. That is sometime down the road, and I certainly hope that Binance Malta gets their self together beforehand, because it has just been one hurdle after another coming up against them. We'll keep an eye on it. Michael, Hall of Famer here, tells us that cryptocurrency is now recognized under commercial law in Texas. Now, we know Texas has been working for quite a few years now to make it fertile ground for crypto and blockchain companies to go to their state and start up, and it just got even better, because if we take a look at this, if it'll open, here it is. You know, this is Lee Bratcher, president of Texas Blockchain Council, told Cointelegraph that HB 4474 better defines the security interest of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to allow institutional investors to get involved with sizable investments. He added that the Texas Banking Commissioner and the Texas Department of Banking announced in June that banks with a state charter can custody cryptocurrencies under certain circumstances. Now, this goes hand in hand and in alignment with Brian Brooks' tenure at the OCC when he issued federal chartered issuances about federally chartered banks being able to also custody crypto. It just keeps getting better. This is positive for crypto generally because Texas became the fourth U.S. state behind Wyoming, Rhode Island, and Nebraska to clarify the commercial law status of these assets. Wyoming-based crypto proponent Caitlin Long today told Cointelegraph, blah, blah, blah. I can't talk, but there it is. It's exciting. And shout out to Caitlin Long because she has been a huge advocate for crypto for a very long time here. And her project Avanti, which is now a federally chartered bank too, crypto bank. So looking at this, where, oh, where are you tonight? The 63 emails that helped craft and draft William Hinman's speech from 2018. Where they at? I know we'd like to see him. Why can't we see him? Did Joseph Lubin, did he get to see him? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. And the reason I'm asking for a friend is because we know Novogratz is big into crypto, ETH, and Bitcoin. And guess who his roommate was back in the day when they were attending Princeton University? That's right. Joseph Lubin's roommate was Michael Novogratz. As DAI likes to say, the old white shoe boys, right? I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. You really can't. But let's take a look at this because it's not just the 63 emails that went back and forth that drafted that speech that William Hinman gave that claimed was his personal opinion. But then the SEC certainly turned around and started to cite it as their own personal guidance. That's a problem in itself. But we can't find William Hinman's calendar. And we can't find that Tech GC video that we need to see. And we need your help. Any of you out there that are able to find William Hinman's calendar during the year 2018 and the video from the Tech GC conference, it would be greatly appreciated if you send it to me or Digital Asset Investor. We need to get a hold of these things as soon as possible. And by the way, Gary Gensler, this would be a great place to start to show investors in all sectors you're looking to truly restore the confidence back into the people with your SEC leadership, which so far has been from behind. Looking right here, this is another piece of damning information here that shows the confusion and the melees and the lack of messaging and clarity, honestly, that Gary Gensler says that we have, but we obviously do not. And the SEC, why did you and Gary Gensler adopt William Hinman's personal opinion as guidance for the SEC? And are you prepared to answer once and for all? Is it the official position of the SEC, not your personal opinion or any other personal opinion of any SEC official? Is it the official position of the SEC, the government entity, that Ethereum is not a security? Because if it is, you need to explain why it's not because of the fundraise.
This test right here, we know that it's a security. And if it falls on the other side of that, we know that it's not. Would that provide the certainty the market needs?
I think that it could, but it could also provide certainty for ways for good lawyers to cleverly work around it. So
like
I
yourself.
think whether it's the Supreme Court Howey test or just in the last few weeks, the SEC put out a lot of guidance in this area.
Something not so newsworthy, I'm going to remind you that my remarks are mine alone, not necessarily those of the commission, the commissioners, or the staff.
Or just in the last few weeks, the SEC put out a lot of guidance in this area.
Something not so newsworthy, I'm going to remind you that my remarks are mine alone, not necessarily those of the commission.
Why is Gary Gensler at that time and today as the current SEC chair citing that personal opinion is now the guidance in the issuance of the SEC? Let's keep listening.
Ether is, a coin that has been evolving. The network is evolving. We think when we look at how Ether today is operating, at least, we see a highly decentralized network, and we don't see a central third party where folks are saying, oh, if that person does these things, this will be giving me an investment return. So
well, maybe this will help.
Yeah, at this point, if you're investing in Ethereum, I would say you're investing in the team and the community to a large extent.
One area where the chair and I think don't see eye to eye is the lack of clarity around when something is or is not a security.
Boy, I'll say there is certainly an area where they do not agree on, because I got to tell you, between William Hinman and Gary Gensler, both of these gentlemen need to get their eyes and ears checked, because Vitalik Buterin just explained to you, as the creator of Ethereum, exactly what an ICO actually is. This is a big, big mess, ladies and gentlemen, and let alone a reminder. As we discussed in this morning's video, Ripple's picked up on the same trend, and this is why it's so important we all work so collectively together to retweet, to share these things, to tag all the proper people in Congress, in market regulators. This is so very important that we keep pressing this issue, because now Ripple has been putting forward the new motion to compel the SEC to answer the question we have been asking this entire time. Is Ether a security? And that right there is something that needs to be done. And you know what? The problem is bigger than that. The problem is bigger than Ripple versus the SEC. The problem is bigger than the SEC giving a free pass to Ethereum and ignoring the ICO that they did. The problem here is that the SEC is going for an absolute power grab. And shout out to John Deaton for pointing this out, because I've been talking about this on this channel since DeFi got here. Maybe, just maybe, the rest of the crypto industry will realize what XRP holders have been saying since December 22nd, 2020. The SEC and Gary Gensler is coming after your crypto, and even if you hate Ripple or XRP, you better pray the SEC loses. And, this is what we're talking about here, is this Reuters article. And if we go down into this is exactly what we've talked about on this channel. And the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission is investigating Uniswap Labs now, the main developer behind one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. Uniswap, the Wall Street Journal reported on Friday, citing people familiar with the matter. Enforcement attorneys are looking for more information on how investors use Uniswap and the manner in which it is marketed. Uniswap did not immediately reply to the Reuters request for comment. SEC's probe into Uniswap Labs comes amid heightened regulatory interest into cryptocurrencies and the digital asset market. The chair, Gary Gensler, calling on Congress last month to give the agency more authority to better police crypto trading and lending. Uniswap is a crypto marketplace for decentralized finance, or DeFi, developers, traders, and liquidity providers. DeFi is an open network and works on a peer-to-peer system where transactions are not routed through a centralized system such as a bank or a brokerage. Gensler in August had called on lawmakers to give the SEC more power to oversee DeFi platforms. This is exactly what we've talked about, which are not regulated in the United States. And I have said this since DeFi became a thing. This is the next big ICO moment for crypto. And those of you that are new, very quickly, ICO was the initial coin offering for which Ethereum got through the gate and everybody else got called a security. # regulatory misconduct at the very least, right? But now we have decentralized finance where they want to tuck it into the regulatory framework. And listen, I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't have some regulations for DeFi to a degree. I get it. The problem here is that the SEC is looking to grab every aspect of crypto, and you have to think about it from the agency's point of view. I think this goes beyond protecting you and me. I think this goes to be a power grab and about revenue generation for that agency. Like it or lump it, that's what I think we're dealing with there. If they were so interested in helping us, why the hell are they suing Ripple to begin with? Looking right here, hello, head on a swivel. This is crypto you never know, and you just never know. Shout out to Jeremy Hogan. He says, so I'm just throwing this out there, and I thought this was fun. The schedule for the SEC to submit its initial brief on the privileged docs and provide unredacted copies to the judge is September 14th. Which just happens to coincide perfectly with BitBoy Crypto's prediction that the case settles in mid-September, and also pushed it back to the end of the month as well. So this is getting very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look right now at what Dark Defender says about price. He says, hi there all. XRP successfully managed to stay above the resistance in the daily charts. A weekly close above 126, 127 is also very important. Today, we expect XRP to stay above the same level. The next targets will be 135 and 244, and then the road to $6.39 for XRP price. This also falls in line with the technical analyst we look at often here on the channel, which is Coins Kid. Shout out to him, who tells us that 135 zone and getting above that zone absolutely puts us in an area where we could see us run to 150 plus. So it's very exciting, and we are getting closer and closer to liftoff, it does appear. None of this is financial advice from me or anyone else on this channel, but make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check the links out. There are amazing stuff there in those links. Products and services I use each and every day. Pure VPN, 99-cent 7-day special. You got Ledger Nano, tons of sales, but you got to click the link. I Trust Capital. What's better than buying crypto? Buying tax-free crypto. Don't believe me? Click the link. I'll catch all of you on the next one.